It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Gotta flow with the days, flow with the waves. You gotta coast through the maze while you build change. Thick skin round here, yeah, build flames. Are you a talker, my God? Do you build things? You the type of niggas that talk about problems. We the type of niggas that talk about outcomes. We don't even got time to go and announce them. That's on everything like the pendulum swing. Are we bringing the pain? Hypocritical, pin and tail donkey.
Give her a few minutes, get on here. What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
Oh my God, you just bring your mouth through the interface. Oh my God, they just talk us and we solution based. If there's a problem, we gon' solve it by grace. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Gotta flow with the days, flow with the waves. You gotta coast through the maze while you build change. Thick skin round here, yeah, build flames. Are you a talker, my God? Do you build things? Assassinate your character. It's alright. They see nasty things about you. It's alright.
I'm about to send you an invite.
It's alright. You just talk, them do you. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
Hello?
Yo, how you doing?
We're here. Good morning.
I know, right? It's our good morning. Good morning to the world.
Good morning to the world. Right.
Oh, like, it's what, 5:30?
It's
How you doing?
yeah, it's a morning somewhere. That's all that matters. How you
How
doing?
you?
Oh,
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Excited, getting ready for y'all to be coming down. Getting ready. Getting
yeah.
ready. How you been doing? I see you've been doing a lot of work, doing shows, performances, staying busy.
Yes, sir. No, the summer's definitely kicked in. I'm just like side questing a bunch, but like the side quests have become the main quest now. So we're just flowing with everything as it comes.
100%, 100%. I appreciate you doing the interview. Taking a second, real quick.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know, man. You know, Rari is one of the performers and stuff for Duel Styles 3. So, I'm super excited. Definitely want to pick your brain about a few things. Um, and yeah, I'm excited to get the interview going. I'm excited to get the interview going.
No, 100%.
Um,
Thanks for having me out. I'm super excited. I don't get to go to the Bay like too often, but like we're all California, so obviously like I know so many people out there and like
100%. I just seen you did a video with Tay. I said, oh, when they shoot that, I was
yeah,
fired.
I know. I literally came up for a day and then I went back home and I was like, this is the only
Oh,
time.
quick turnaround. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Heck
but
yeah. Oh,
it,
yeah. So, yeah, we finna be lit then for sure when you touch down. For sure. For
yes.
sure. One of my first questions I wanted to ask you was a two-part question because it got to do with dancing.
Okay.
The first part to the question is, what got you into the art form of dancing? And then the second part to that dance question is whacking your first love, like your first style that you started getting into dancing with.
Okay. Part one. How did I get into dancing? I found it at the Boys and Girls Club in like fourth grade, like elementary school, because I went to the Boys and Girls Club here in San Diego. There was two locations. We were recommended to the Linda Vista because they had like dance classes and things, but we were closer to the Claremont and all my siblings like we were low income and stuff, and they had deals for all of us to, be a part of the club for like a cheap price. So we went, but there were two staff members that were kind of like volunteering their time. They were already working there, but they were just dance teachers in other spaces. And so that was my like experience with dance, but it was like hip hop or jazz or
Mm.
you know what I'm saying, like kid friendly type of classes. But up until then, I was just an Asian kid that was like doing homework and stuff. So it was really fun being in a dance class.
Fire.
And so since then, by a miracle, I got to go to like a studio and take like choreo classes. Didn't get to do that for a little bit, and then like in middle school I started taking dance classes again, and that's when I first found the hip hop studios in San Diego, which is like the Studio FX's, the Culture Shocks. So my
Okay.
in dance, this is like like going into the second question. My first style of like dance, I can't, it's not a style, but like I was in the choreo scene heavily, and that was my first
Okay.
like go at
Choreography.
the dance thing. Yeah, so I was doing that heavily for like 7 years. I did a bunch of teams. I was like on a junior team, and then I joined Super Galactic Beat Manipulators.
Mm,
part of the Royale like tree of choreo teams, because up in the Bay they have Press Play and Boogie Monster, so those were like cousin sister teams. Um, and then more choreo stuff, and then through my like journey of choreo, I slowly started to realize what I had called hip hop for so long was not hip hop at all. That
mm,
was
mm.
a realization that I had like in high school. So then I started taking like the house classes and the popping classes and the
Okay.
and other styles at the studio, and that's when I first started to like get interest in street styles. And then I got picked up by a crew in San Diego, which is the crew I'm on now, which is Wild Sevens, and they really like pushed me into like, you have to do a battle this year.
Okay, so they push you into like, yeah, hey, you got a battle.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
that's the.
definitely. I literally knew some of them from like being in the house classes and stuff, and they're like, "Nah, like she'd be dope," and they like believed in me, which was cool. But at first, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, I didn't sign this. I don't want to be here. Like, I barely know y'all. It was a whole thing. But since then, that started in like 2017. So up until then, like 7 years of choreo. That's when I first started like exploring freestyle. And
Okay,
second half of my dance journey. But when I first started, to answer your question, your second part question, the style that I liked the most was house. Um,
okay, yeah,
I liked the footwork. It kind of like patterns and stuff. It came naturally, or like it was easier for me to understand. And house just feels good.
yeah.
Um, but my crew, open styles crew, and I have like b-boy, breaking crewmates, crumpers, poppers, hip hop, house, and those were kind of like the main five styles that they had at the time. But what I realized once I entered battles is that it's a male dominated sport. There's a bunch of guys that will try to battle me, and in this experience they would try to throw like little sassy arms, or like what they a vogue arm is, or a whacking arm, as if it's like gonna do something. But even though I wasn't like trained in whacking ever, or like in vogue or any of those things, like I had learned at least some art movements from like the jazz funk choreo classes that I used to be a part of. Like they would use the inspiration of these styles in their choreo, right? So I would throw what I had. It wasn't like advanced, but it was clean enough to pass. And so I started
Mm,
winning my rounds using whacking, or using, yeah, whacking for the most part. And slowly but surely, people in San Diego were like, "You should teach whacking." Like, we don't. Who's teaching it? Like, there was one other like,
mm,
choreographer that was teaching it. His name's Terry Waacking, and he like kind of tried to revive San Diego's like whacking scene. And he was an old director of ours as well. So shout out
okay,
to Terry. But yeah, through me just kind of playing with it in battles and rounds, people started like seeing me as a whacker in the scene, and
okay.
started like teaching it and sharing it at like a beginner intermediate level, because I was not advanced at all, but in the realm of San Diego, I was the person that had the most knowledge of it.
Mm.
I was just sharing what I had. Not to say, again, not like a master of or any of those things,
Yeah,
but
but you had took a little more time, but you had a little bit to be able to spread to people if people had some questions and stuff.
yeah, I was like, at least these are the basics. And if you want to know more, go to LA and take these choreographers, take these classes, find these people on YouTube, watch these videos. I could at least like direct the 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 sources that I had, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So in that journey, in the last couple of years, the only style that I do feel comfortable teaching, or no, that's a lie. I teach like beginner hip hop. I could teach beginner house. I'm okay with like beginner classes of the styles that I do, but whacking is the one that I'm most known for. Um, but I feel like the styles that I like to do changes on a day to day. If I want to be in a soft, feminine
Yeah,
bag,
I was just gonna say that, judging on some of like your videos, like some of your TikTok videos too, like you could see you switching in and out. Because I was gonna ask you, like, was that a difficult thing going from choreo back to like freestyling, back to like I'm gonna mix, whacking with some house movements. I'm gonna mix this with popping. I see you do some popping, too. I see you mixing it up. So I was gonna like, how was that journey trying to cultivate and continue to rebuild yourself as an artist?
it's an ongoing journey. To be honest with you. But the big one, the choreo to freestyle jump that first happened when I got picked up by the crew that I was on, shattered everything I knew or thought I knew about dance because
Mm, mm.
in the choreo space, because I was doing it for like 7 years and I really like started my dance journey in that. Everything I thought that was important about dance that I learned in the choreo space never applied in the freestyle space. And it was so hard to figure that out because given you're on a team in a choreo setting, so it's really not about you unless you're like in the center doing a solo moment. But like for the competition collegiate team thing that we're in, it's make sure your angles are here. Where's your 45 degree? Where's your focus? What energy are you giving? Like everything is directed for you. Everything is told to you. You have this outfit. You're supposed to feel these parts of the song. You're supposed to look this direction. So then people were like, okay, go in a circle. Do what you want. No one's ever asked me what I wanted to do. Like, what am I going to do? I don't know. Like, how do I listen to music? You can, like, if
Yeah.
you're like 180. So then you the journey of finding yourself, right? Like you start with learning the foundations. Okay, this is how you feel the foundational move of hip hop. This is where this fits in. And then you slowly start to figure out what you like in that style, what you don't like in that style, and then, kind of find your niche of things. And that's an ongoing journey as well. Some styles are a little bit more like affluent where I can like actually say something that I want to say versus other things I'm just repeating sentences or repeating words that here's the terminology I know and that's in that language is like kind of how it feels. But in the open style space, I think it's a little more open to where sometimes you can mix the styles. Sometimes you can throw a style and then another style. You can
Right.
do house footwork and do whacking arms depending on how the music makes you feel. So it's still an ongoing thing because I feel like how in life like you work on school or you work on your relationship or you work on family and you do all these things and like you get good at one and then the others are kind of doing this and then you get good at the
Yeah. You
other.
trying to balance them
Trying to
out.
balance. That's how I feel with all of my dance styles. Like I'll do really good at like the jobs. Like sometimes I'll be in a performance bag where I'm like, okay, my choreo, my like stage performance settings are great, and then my freestyle's like here, and then my freestyle battle goes up, and then my choreo goes like does this. And I think the styles are also that as well, where I'm like, sometimes my whacking's here, and then my popping is like here, and then my house gets here, and then my hip hop is here. And
Got a whole chart going.
it's always been this. And what I realized is like through just staying in it over the years, slowly on average, all of them kind of do this sometimes. But then the new one recently is like, okay, well, I'm going to play my middle school jerking bag a little bit, which really
Mm.
was here. And now I'm like starting to do this. So then my other stuff do this. And now that's another one in the mix of all the
A
things.
mix of all of the other things you over there tweaking on. For
Yeah.
sure.
But
That's a life of a dancer too. You gonna always I call like I think like I say every 3 to 5 years you reinvent yourself like
mm,
every 3 to 5 years because after a while you get redundant and repetitive in the same things you're doing. So
right.
then I call it the ugly phase, where like you go through your ugly phase and you refiguring out, trying to recultivate yourself again, how you want yourself to look in a different way. And then it's like every 3 to 5 years it happens.
I feel like 3 to 5 is generous. I feel like mine happens.
She said 3 to 5 is generous. You change one every 2 weeks.
Bro, I feel like, yeah, it'd be all over the place, man. Sometimes it's good. Every day's a different day.
Yeah. How about how you feel? Let me ask you this. What or do you like them both even? What space you feel like is more natural? Is it more like the competition space and doing like choreo performances, or is it like dance ciphers and just being able to session with a lot of dope, cool homies and friends, or like the competitive one-on-one battle energy? And you going at it with another dancer or a different style.
Which one comes more naturally? Ooh. I think the 1v1
Mm,
battle space comes a little bit more naturally, but I think that's also the ciphers that we're comparing him to. I feel like on an overall, not every cipher is like the greatest cipher in the world.
Right.
Like, if you have a good group of people, you could just keep going, right?
Right. Right.
So there's certain people where the answer could be like, I would rather cipher all day long. I love me a good cipher. I love ciphering with non-dancers. That's how I feel. I
Mm.
love ciphering and like I work in like raves sometimes. EDM's,
Okay.
but I've definitely like go-goed or like rave danced with like just hippies or people that are just there enjoying their life, you know? I love
Yes.
ciphering with them because they really don't care about like what you're throwing for the most part. They might be inspired and be like, oh shit. Like they might just match you in that energy. You know what I'm saying? I could throw some house stuff and just not worry about how complicated my footwork is and be like, we're here though. So in those spaces, I love me a cipher when the energy is like peak, like when it's really there. But in a dance community setting, not everyone is that. Sometimes it is that, but I feel like battling is fun. Not to say that I like smoke everybody all the time. I definitely don't. But it's easier because I can focus on just one goal where it's like,
You locked in on something.
yeah, there's a
Yeah, I always be like, man, it ain't nothing like that feeling when you know you about to battle somebody, and it's like, I watch a lot of battle rap, so like I treat this stuff like battle rap. So you know when you just like you book 3 or 4 months in advance, or I'm battling such and such, and that's all you think about, and just how different ways to counter, how I want to approach my concept, how I want to, it'd be like a whole different energy
that is true.
locking in the music, and so that's all you can think about. You studying their game taste, they old battles, and how can they?
Yeah, that is
The
a whole
feeling is crazy when you lock in for a
yeah.
one-on-one battle.
That's true. Honestly,
But I love the choreo energy too, like when everything is in unison as a group of people, as a commodity, and
mm,
everybody is in sync, and they all bringing that energy as one to make that going back and forth. I think that's crazy. It'd be
it's
crazy energy.
and like it's so good when there's like quality dancers in a group that's doing that. Not like it's cool to have like the numbers of like choreo competition teams, but when I think of like my favorite choreo dancers, it's not the ones that look exactly like the next person. It's like when you can have a constellation of superstars. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
when there's like you're in your like bag and everyone can just match a feel together, but really be in the same textures, the same energies, the same dynamic, but you could still watch them individually and be like, you're hitting your shit, you're hitting your shit. But like collectively, it's really nice.
Well, I definitely think, at least for us, at least for me, I think that UNCC is going to be one of the battles of the night.
Oh my gosh. I
All the talk's been going on. Who gonna be battling tonight? What y'all think? Who gonna have the move of the night or the moment of the night?
ooh,
You are my first whacker I ever had on my platform. So I think that's super dope. To be like the debut, and I was like, hey, it's our debut, but then it's also like she's the first whacker I ever had on the platform to compete or represent and have that style, that type of style on the platform. So I'm excited. What's been like your process? How you been feeling like leading up to the battle, knowing you and CC about the battle. Y'all both top tier. You going crazy. CC been going crazy doing her thing. Like, what's been your vibe? Like,
man,
come prepared.
I don't want to say too much just in case
Right,
she.
right, yeah. Without saying nothing too that can give anything off from your opponent or nothing.
Yeah.
Just
No,
on
but
a full little surface.
yeah. Well, first and foremost, I'm just honored that you invited me. Like, out of like the people in the whacking community that compete, there's a lot. There's how do I phrase this? There's not many of us, but there are definitely hitters that are like killing it in the whacking field more than I am. I feel like I'm in a good spot where I do use whacking as a fusion style
Mm,
more than the pure essence of just whacking. It's something I'm working towards, but there's definitely like other people that are in the scene that I think are more like reputable for it. But regardless of the fact, still honored and just excited to be here and be on a battle card, uh, representing the style that I really do like. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate you.
no problem. Of course.
But going into it, it's interesting because like I've always battled in Waacking, but like in a tournament contest setting, right? It's never been a battle card setting. That's a lie. I did it once recently against like a Vogue or Tutter, but that one was
Okay.
Waacking versus Vogue. Like there was a reasoning for that because it's like sister styles and it gets confused so much that it's like let's just show the difference of that, and that was like the main goal of that one.
Okay.
One, popping is popping, Waacking is Waacking. Like it's two different things, right?
Right.
It's nasty, bro. Cece is fucking great, and I love her. With that being said, I respect her, so I really need to do like my best on this. And it's interesting putting Waacking in exhibition battle setting because
Mm,
one of those styles that's like house is the same way, right? It's not a battle dance. It's a social dance. It's a party dance. It's a community dance.
right.
So I feel like there's the method of, like just out the opponent in the battle setting instead of like just beat kill the fuck out of a song for a Waacking setting. Um, there's like out character another opponent in a Waacking setting. So I'm still kind of thinking how I want to go about this, but yeah, I'm still figuring it out to be honest with you.
You,
But
you,
I'm
you
nervous.
still putting it together. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm nervous and excited, truthfully, because Cece's nasty, bro. I love watching her pop. Her and she's like she has a good like classic style of popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
you do.
evolution of it's not like a new age or anything. Like her shit's like solid in the style of what she's representing, right? So I definitely want to do that same level of justice for Waacking while still being my
Being
of,
doing your thing.
you know.
Yeah.
So we'll see what comes out.
Right. We'll see what
But
come out August 15th, y'all. August
yeah,
15th. Is there any showcase or any battle on the card that you looking forward to seeing outside of you and CC going up and performing?
hold on. Let me see if I can look at the card and still be in this phone interview. I think there's a way. Actually, I don't know if I can multitask here. The only
I tried it before. I gotta have one of my young bucks show me how to do it. They tried to show me how to do it before.
it's okay.
Hey, they change some on the tech every 2 days. You know what I
Uh,
mean? They update something. But you got Light Feet Jones and Dopey Fresh. Light Feet Jones coming out to represent Light Feet out of New York, and then Dopey from Unknown. Dopey representing for turf dancing.
yeah.
That's gonna be I think it's gonna be like a really high,
Oh,
energetic, intensive battle for sure. They
yeah.
already been on their dance talk.
Oh, I believe it. And I battled Dopey once when he came out to LA,
Yeah,
and that was so much fun. I got smoked, but it was great. It was a good time, and I love watching him dance. I feel like there isn't a matchup that I'm excited for just because I don't know the out of town competitors as much. I only know like Happy Feet.
Happy Feet. Yeah, battling Feel of the Future. Yeah. Um,
That's the only battle lineup where I'm like I know both of the people.
those
But
two.
in general, I'm excited to see Phil. I'm excited to see Skeeter. I'm excited to see Dopey. So that
Yeah, yeah. Skeeter and G Nerd. Skeeter and G Nerd.
ah,
That's gonna be crazy. He battling G Nerd.
that's
And then we got one of like G Nerd OGs, which is OG Jaws, who battling one of our pioneers in turf dancing, which is Dav. Which I think is important because you can actually see the essence of how the style evolve over time. So having Dav and having Jaws being able to produce that for us is gonna be fire.
that's dope.
Um,
Definitely like a fan of turfing, but I don't know enough of like the history or the generations of to know the
yeah.
yeah. So I think I'm just more excited to just be immersed in it and just be around the people and really get to see it like in
And
person.
get to see everything. Yeah, yeah, I'm excited. The Turf Fiends is doing a choreography piece.
Yeah,
I'm really excited about that. Hyeni is coming. She's doing a piece with Botanasium and Fusion. So I'm super excited for that. That's gonna be crazy.
yeah.
Um, I wasn't really aware of Botanasium as much, and then I was watching her. Yeah, another young lady that was like dope, and it kind of reminded me what we do out here. Some of the movements on how she moved, and then she was kind of breaking down like some of the history of the style and like how it was cultivated. But she cold. She's another one that's cold. She's cold, man.
Yeah, I've never seen that style either, so I'm also
I'm
intrigued.
I'm very yeah, I'm to
Find it.
look yeah looking forward to seeing that. Then we got the $500 cash prize tournament, the Seven of Smoke.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be crazy to see who who gonna take home the cash prize and all the goodies. Is there anything you want people or your fans or people who because your name been coming up a lot lately. Like when I dropped the fire, that was like, yo, like she's dope. I follow her on TikTok or like I'll be watching some of her viral videos and stuff like that.
Sure.
What did you want? What do you want your fans to take, or even new possible fans and people to take from you coming out to perform and doing your thing? What you want them to receive from you?
Uh, Man, it's crazy the Instagram TikTok thing because I really was just doing some random TikTok videos for fun and they accidentally went viral and now people are like, you go on TikTok and do these things. I'm like, it's crazy going in like 15 years of dance and like all these styles and then that's not the thing you get known for.
Right? Don't you? That'd be the crazy thing, right?
Most randomest thing. I would like to put out there. I do like learning turf dance. I've only learned it a handful of times. I am not a turfer. So if you are a fan of me and you like turfing, come see a real turf event. Come see real turfers. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? And I think for people that are new, I am a dancer that has been in like the competition scene, but also like in the freestyle battle scene. If you didn't know it exists, it exists. It's like the you got served and the step ups, but like in real life type of thing. And this is the closest thing you'll find to an energy like that and dancers that are actually at that level. You know what I'm saying? So if you've seen the fun TikTok videos and stuff, that's really really cool, but I hope you take a chance on seeing like what the dance culture and the underground dance culture looks like in your city, because this is the real deal of what exists now. The TikTok stuff is fun, but that's just, it's not in person, it's not battling, it's not not TikTok is a whole nother thing that's cool. And there's people that are like legit in the scenes that do TikTok, but just because you do TikTok doesn't mean you're like legit. You know what I'm saying? And for me, this is where dance is like the most real for me. You know what I'm saying? Like these
Mm,
is are are where dance exists. Like in back in the day, like in the 90s or the 2000s, we used to have club culture where people actually went to parties and like met people and danced and expressed and all these things. The club culture doesn't exist as much anymore in a lot of ways. So I think
yes.
social space for dance is really in the dance battles or contests or in like underground rave cultures or just like
Yeah. Yep.
type of spaces where ciphers are real. You know what I'm saying? So if you like the other stuff, come see this stuff. You might like it more. Yeah.
I love that. I love it. I love it. How did you get into skating?
Oh
And
my
like in the skating community, I was curious about that too. I was like, oh, she skate. It's like, man, what she don't do? She doing it all.
man, I think it's the cool part of being a California kid, right? You just have so many different cultures and communities and things that just exist in your city, and you just try them. You find a friend that does it, whatever. But for us in San Diego, I used to live in Linda Vista, Claremont area, and there's a roller rink called Skate World, and that was like the middle schoolers, high schoolers, like hangout spot on Friday nights back in the day. And if you were cool, you would hang out with the arcade people. Like there was an arcade section, you'd be doing whatever teenagers do. You know what I mean? I didn't really have friends back then, so I would go skate at the rink. And that was the first time I like skated. And that ended very quickly. It was just like a social thing to do. But then in middle school, no, not middle school, in high school, maybe like first year of college. This is like 2018, 2019, right before COVID. Um, I was like working a lot. We were doing like theme park jobs in San Diego because that's like the only like dance jobs that we have. And so dance at this point was getting to be a job, and it wasn't like the fun, expressive, like new thing. Like I couldn't go to the studio and just like be a nobody and just like be in my space. Like we all knew everybody. It became like I'd go take class and then we'd be loitering for an hour and a half talking to people that I love, but I don't want to talk to all the time. Like I
Right.
didn't, it wasn't the space anymore. You know what I'm saying? And so, sorry, my bad,
You're
roommates.
good. You're
Uh,
good.
but yeah, I needed like escape from the dance jobs that I was doing. So I was like, man, I used to love going to Skate World like when I was a kid, and so I found like $50 skates on OfferUp, and I just started going to the rink again, and I could use that as like my space to just dance and feel and be again. You know what I mean?
That
Um,
makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, so it was like another fun thing to do, and then COVID happened, and everybody and their mom started skating, and for the first time in I think ever, we started having skate sessions in San Diego. People used to have skate,
Mm.
like Liberty Station. It's like a it's like a mall plaza, like courtyard area. People would go to the beach and do like boardwalk sessions. Up in Oceanside, where my crewmates are at. One of my crewmates, Jojo, uh, his older brother Stevo started a session at the MLK Park in Oceanside, which had like a concrete hockey rink type of thing. And so they started doing skate sessions there. And so COVID, I was gone for a little bit, came back to the States. And then when I came back, I was like, oh my God, there's like so many people that are just doing free sessions. And so I started sessioning with people during the pandemic. And I've just kind of kept it as like a fun hobby since then until 2023, 2024, I booked a roller skate job, which brought me out to Vegas. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so I've done like professional roller skate jobs now, but
So that's
in the
dope.
it was like learning another style that I like sucked at. You know what I mean? So,
'Cause you could have fooled me. I was looking on there like, man, I was like, that's crazy. I like the artistry. I'm just a big fan of art. People just fully expressing themselves. So it's dope. It's dope to see. It's dope to see, and like I'm looking forward to it. We gonna be late the whole weekend. I already told the town like it's gonna be like content madness that whole weekend. It's probably
right.
gonna be like this content crazy. So, um, I just want to say I appreciate you. This is one of many.
Yeah,
This won't be not just the first or the last time. This is the introduction.
sure.
And I'm looking forward to just seeing y'all do y'all thing, man. I'm really looking forward to it. Is there anything you got to promote or anything you got coming up you want your fans or people to know, or jobs or any gigs coming up that you want to let the people know?
Not anything in particular at the moment. I do teach whacking sporadically. I don't have like a consistent class anywhere, but I do teach in Vegas at Culture Shock, Las Vegas most of the time. If I do teach out here, if I do teach in California, it's usually back in San Diego somewhere randomly or at Offstage in Orange County. So if you want to catch a whacking class or catch me sub a beginner hip hop class, I usually do those. But no, the next thing that I'm excited for is this. So if you're tuned in at this point, thanks for being here because it's been a couple of minutes. But if you're around the Bay Area, August 15th, it's also my birthday weekend.
Yes, 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 it is. Right,
Last day
right.
being 27 at this battle, so I don't know. We're just outside. We're outside.
We outside, man. It's summer. We outside. Make sure y'all go get y'all tickets. Sign up, purchase. It's we in for a treat. It's gonna be a lot of dope talent from different places, from all over, coming out. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody all getting it in, one place, and we sharing each other talent. So y'all make sure if y'all can pull up, come out, come see some dope artists. And if not, you're gonna check them out on YouTube content. It's gonna be interviews dropping. We got the live stream going. I'm not a Twitch person, whatever they call them streamers. I got the streamers doing they boogie, all the good stuff. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, and I'll be seeing you like about like a month or something like that. So
About a month. Hey,
we
next
locked in. Y'all
time.
keep posted. More content to be dropping all the way up to the battle. More promos, more interviews. Just stay tuned.
Yeah. right. Thank you, Scorpion. I appreciate you.
Man, I appreciate you. I'll see you in a second, and thank you for the interview.
Of course. Have a great day.
All right, you too.
Peace.